Portfolio investment planning is one of the most important things a leadership team does, and one of the most difficult to excel in. Most organizations are doing it in spreadsheets, email threads, and all-hands meetings where the loudest voice sets the agenda. The result isn't a decision, it's a negotiation, and whoever tells the best story in the room usually wins. Today I'm going to focus on the two of the phases that are at the heart of every investment cycle: design and decide. Design is where you set your budget and your investment posture. Are you growing, cutting costs, chasing a strategic opportunity? That posture shapes how the whole team is thinking before any proposals are on the table. And decide is where the real magic happens, and I'll spend most of our time there. These are the investment proposals your team will be voting on. One thing I want to point out, the content here is flexible. A proposal can be a portfolio epic, a value stream, a product line, whatever the right unit of investment is for your organization. Horizon Invest calls them investment initiatives, and it doesn't force you into a rigid taxonomy. Inside each proposal, the description is free-form. You can pull from a Confluence page, link to Jira, reference an existing document. The only things the system truly requires are an initiative name and a value or a number. Here's a feature I love: scope variations. Instead of a single dollar figure, a team can say the minimum investment we need to get anything done is $1 million, and we can't use more than $2 million. And here's what you'll get at each level. That's an honest conversation. It tells the portfolio team exactly what they're buying at each funding tier, and it prevents the all or nothing dynamic that kills so many planning sessions. Now we're in the decide phase, and this is where Horizon Invest is fundamentally different from anything else out there. The decision process has two phases, and the sequence is deliberate. Phase 1 is the individual ballot. Before anyone talks to anyone else, before any group meeting, every participant reviews the proposals on their own and records their own private assessment. There's research behind this. When participants prepare their positions before the group meeting is more effective, because people's opinions aren't being shaped in real time by whoever speaks first, who has the most authority in the room. You're capturing what people actually think. Voters have three options for each proposal: endorse, I actively support this, fund it; consent, I can live with this, I don't have strong feelings either way, but I won't block it; and cannot consent, I have a genuine concern that the group needs to hear before this moves forward. Each voter can also adjust the funding level, endorsing a proposal at the minimum scope or at full funding, and leaving a note explaining their thinking, private or public, documented and ready for the group conversation. Once everyone has submitted their individual ballot, phase 2 begins, the group session. And here's the shift. The conversation doesn't start from scratch, it starts from data. Every proposal is now ranked by alignment. An endorse is worth 2 points, consent is 1, a cannot consent is 0. The proposals with the broadest support rise to the top. Any proposal where nobody voted cannot consent is automatically flagged as funded. That means that the group's discussion time can be oriented around the contested proposals, the ones where someone has a real concern. Take this proposal. The team isn't aligned, and you can see exactly who voted cannot consent. And because they documented their reasoning in phase 1, you can see why. Now you have a real conversation, grounded in a documented concern, not a vague objection someone raises in the last 10 minutes of a meeting. The group works through it. Maybe the concern gets resolved, and maybe the funding gets adjusted. Maybe it gets deferred, but the decision is made together with full visibility into the trade-offs. And the budget tracker updates in real time. You always know exactly where you stand against your available investment. That's Horizon Invest, consistent investment proposals that level the playing field, individual voting that captures authentic perspectives before group dynamics take over, and a collaborative session that focuses your leadership team on the decisions that actually need a conversation.